In the top stories, government launches anniversary week of activities with church service. Police commissioner condemns opposition member for statement at crime symposium. And a former Carnival queen hosts a pre-Valentine's luncheon at Carnival. We'll be right back with the details after this. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Jason Davis. Government officials, family members and supporters of Team Unity gathered at the Co-Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception on Sunday for a special church service to mark the government's second anniversary since taking office. Father Manuel Antao challenged the members of the congregation in his homily to love their enemies and thank the government for the work it has been doing for the people. Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris paid homage to the hundreds who came out to support the government on its second anniversary.
It's a real privilege for me to join my cabinet colleagues and such a wide cross-section of the community of St. Kitts and Nevis on this occasion as we commemorate the second anniversary of the Government of National Unity, the Team Unity administration. I want to give God thanks for the spared lives so that all of us are able to come out this morning and to do what it is honorable to do, to worship Him.
Dr. Harris also thanked the Governor General, His Excellency Sir Tapley Seaton, GCMG CVO QC JP, his cabinet colleagues, the diplomatic and consular corps, government officials, the leadership of the Catholic Church, and all the faithful who had gathered. Prime Minister Harris invited everyone to participate in the week of activities to mark the government's second anniversary. The Police High Command says it's disappointed by comments made by opposition member the Honorable Marcella Liburd during the stakeholder remarks at the National Crime Symposium this past week. According to a statement from the Commissioner of Police, Ian Quealy, during her remarks, the Honorable Liburd said that, quote, the police arrested the brother of the former Commissioner of Police. The report said that he was the brother of the former Commissioner, end quote. She went on to say, quote, I, in all my life, have never seen in an official police report when it was relevant to say who the person was connected to, end quote. The police say that the statement was untrue and without merit or foundation. The police also provided copies of the original releases on the arrests and neither mentioned any family members of the accused. The statement says the police force embraces the highest standard of integrity in its reporting of incidents to the public and exercises great responsibility in ensuring the rights of the accused, victims, and families are not infringed upon. It continues, quote, it is unfortunate that the member used the platform of a national crime symposium to level such a baseless attack on the integrity of your police service, end quote. Commissioner of Police Ian Quealy was quoted as saying, your police service is committed. We remain steadfast and focused on our objective of ensuring citizen safety. In keeping with the spirit and objectives of the Crime Symposium of identifying and addressing the root causes of crime and violence in our community, I ask each of you to partner with us. A cohesive effort of police and community will bring the desired results of reduced crime and the fear of crime for all, end quote. Former National Carnival Queen Angel Erskine brought some early Valentine's excitement to the Cardin home on Sunday when she hosted a pre-Valentine's luncheon for the elderly and children. Miss Erskine was joined by winners and participants in other carnival shows who spent time with the elderly and the children of the St. Christopher Children's Home. The former queen said this is her way of paying tribute to the contribution that the elderly have made to the growth of the nation.
As I looked around the home earlier this morning, I found many who once played vital roles in various aspects of Kittitian life. They, in their time, contributed greatly to the social and cultural development of this country. Like any responsible nation, it is now our time and our responsibility to demonstrate not just our love and affection, but our gratitude for the outstanding work that they invested in helping in their own small way to make St. Kitts the charm of an island that it has become.
Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Lindsay Grant, commended Ms. Erskine on organizing the event and said it's important for everyone to remember those in need.
Sometimes we get so busy, caught up in our own little daily happenings and lives, that we forget those who need our love and attention and affection here at the Cardin home. And so it's really a pleasure for me here to be this morning. But not only the residents of the Cardin home, we have those of the children's home. They too need our support, they too need our love, and they too need our affection.
This is the second year that Ms. Erskine has hosted the event for the residents of the Cardin home. Coming up, we'll have another look at some of the stories from the past week. Stay tuned.
Love is in the air at Courts. Make your credit purchase of $499 and over for your big chance at winning an all-inclusive weekend getaway for two to the lovely island of St. Lucia. Plus, when you shop, you pay nothing for 30 days. This offer valid from February 6 to 18. Love is in the air, so celebrate with a romantic weekend getaway. Don't wait. Shop at Courts today. Courts, bringing value home.
About 200 stakeholders from various sectors across St. Kitts and Nevis met on Thursday morning at the Marriott Resort for a national symposium on the roots of crime and violence. Here's more. The meeting was called an Uprooting Crime and Violence National Crime Reduction Symposium and was organized by the Ministry of National Security and the Private Sector Coalition for Support of Security Initiatives. During his opening remarks, Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris noted the importance of getting all stakeholders together to come up with strategies to fight crime.
All of us can be the victim of criminal activities. And all of us must want a safe and secure St. Kitts and Nevis. I am therefore heartened that so many of us are here in solidarity with that objective to keep St. Kitts and Nevis safe.
He also outlined how the symposium ties in with the police's strategic plan over the next few years.
The 6-point plan has one of its 6 broad strategies: engagement of stakeholders. The action points listed under this category include, inter alia, encouraging the Ministry of Education and Social Services to reinvigorate the truancy programs, creating interagency teams with the Ministry of Health and Public Works, and in the development of victim support mechanisms.
Keynote presenter Dr. Niels Chaitan told the participants that their input is crucial in addressing the psychosocial roots that feed prevalent crimes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would not be developing a plan. You will. At the end of the day, it would not be my plan. It would be your plan. I believe we have a very good cross-section of professionals and lay people alike. I believe we have the brain power in this room to develop a national strategic plan, and that's your job.
Dr. Chaitan's address was followed by an open discussion and group work to identify strategies to address the most significant causes of crimes. All strategies will be collected and will be used to build a St. Kitts and Nevis national comprehensive strategy for crime reduction. Jason Davis for ZIZ News. On Thursday, residents and visitors were given a taste of locally manufactured and packaged food products at a unique exhibition at Port Zante. Here's more. The New Products and Marketing Exhibition is an initiative launched by the Food Processing Commercialization Development Expert Dispatch Project of the Republic of China, Taiwan. The group has been working with local agro-processors to boost their production by improving the products and packaging. Thursday's exhibition gave the agro-processors a chance to show off and market what they've been producing. Project manager Yi Li has been working with the agro-processors, and she says it's important to realize the potential that's growing in your own backyard.
I want them to see, for example, I see many noni trees growing widely in St. Kitts, and some people, they don't know how to use it, and because it's a very nutritious and very healthy fruit. So I want people to know that actually they can probably pick the fruit from their own yard and make juice.
She said the products are gluten-free, and this can be a selling point for those who are health conscious.
Some farmers can use their own cassava or sweet potato or breadfruit. They can make some gluten-free cookies so they can sell it to the tourists from the cruise ship, because nowadays the gluten-free eating is a new trend.
Doan Ferdinand is one of the agro-processors who's been working with Miss Lee. At the exhibition, he manned the fresh cane juice stall. He said this is a venture that can be viable in the tourism sector.
It's something new to the tourism sector. It's something that we already, as Kittitians, are exposed to and know how it goes, and it has a lot of health benefits.
Among the goods on sale were sweet potato cookies, plantain chips, dragon fruit jams, and various dried fruit, produced and packaged by local agro-processors. The officials boast that they're all made with healthy, local ingredients, and through proper marketing and packaging, agro-processors can become fully self-sufficient. Jason Davis for ZIZ News. Students of the Tucker Clark Primary School marched through the streets of Basseterre on Friday, signaling the end of activities for the school's Literacy Week 2017. Shaira Flanders tells us more.
Students and teachers of the Tucker Clark Primary School were seen bouncing through the streets on Friday afternoon in their purple t-shirts as they marched at the Grand Literacy Parade that wrapped up the week of activities. Both parents and students were heard chanting the school's literacy theme, nursery rhymes such as Humpty Dumpty and Jack and Jill, to the beat of the music. The march began at the school's ground and continued onto Pond Road. The students then marched onto Keon Street, headed down Church Street and onto the Bay Road before returning to the school grounds. The school celebrated its Literacy Week of activities with a number of events, including an elocution contest, a t-shirt day, tag day, and a literacy exhibition earlier this week. The Tucker Clark Primary School's Literacy Week of activities was held under the theme Promoting Literacy, Stimulating Creative Minds. Reporting for ZIZ News, I am Shaira Flanders.
After the break, St. Lucia government promises to repair the island's schools and international condemnation for North Korea's latest missile test. Stay tuned.
Love is in the air at Courts. Make your credit purchase of $499 and over for your big chance at winning an all-inclusive weekend getaway for two to the lovely island of St. Lucia. Plus, when you shop, you pay nothing for 30 days. This offer valid from February 6 to 18. Love is in the air, so celebrate with a romantic weekend getaway. Don't wait. Shop at Courts today. Courts, bringing value home.
Regionally, St. Lucia's Education Ministry has promised that steps will be taken to rehabilitate schools across the island. Here's more.
Minister for Education, Innovation, Gender Relations and Sustainable Development, the Honorable Dr. Gil Rigobert, reaffirmed government's commitment to rehabilitate schools on the island. As part of the ongoing efforts to meet the needs of students and teachers, Dr. Rigobert recently visited the Tiroshe Mekut Combined School to assess the current situation at the learning institution.
This tour, like the others, affords me the opportunity to interact with the principal, the staff, and the students, but more importantly to ascertain what their needs are. As you can recall, the initial tour revealed to me the state of the schools, the infrastructure of the schools in particular. But beyond the physical condition of the schools, just to engage with the teachers, ask them how best can I facilitate what they do, what more do I need to do to ensure that we can enhance their productivity and their efficiency.
Dr. Rigobert also highlighted the areas at the Tiroshe Mekut Combined School requiring special attention.
Similarly, I've discovered that there are some hanging electrical fixtures with serious health and safety implications, And when I heard of this a couple of weeks ago, I asked that someone look into it immediately. Today I'm able to ascertain that the work has started, and I'm grateful for that because the safety of our kids mean a lot to me. And it is important that we maintain proper health and safety standards as we seek to promote child-friendly schools.
The minister also visited free schools within her constituency in Mikut North, where she donated a quantity of school supplies to each school. From the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Gender Relations and Sustainable Development, I am Fennel Neptune reporting.
Internationally, South Korea and Japan have condemned the latest missile test by North Korea as a provocation that will not be tolerated. The unidentified rocket was fired from North Pyongan province towards the Sea of Japan, but fell short of Japanese territorial waters. Al Jazeera's Harry Fawcett reports from Seoul.
North Korea carried out more than 20 ballistic missile tests last year, including a successful launch of the Musudan missile, which could reach US bases in Guam. Since the election of a new US president, such activity had paused, until now. South Korea's military called it a show of force directed at President Donald Trump and said it was ready to meet any provocation.
We sternly warn that if the Kim Jong-un regime does not give up its delusion of nuclear missile provocations, the North Korean regime will destroy itself in the near future.
The military here says this missile could be a new variant of the Musudan with a solid instead of liquid-fueled engine. The benefits of such a weapon would be pretty obvious, potentially more concealable, more reliable. But there are also good political reasons for North Korea to fire off any missile right now.
Thursday marks the 75th anniversary of the birth of the current leader's late father, Kim Jong-il. Missile tests in the run-up to such dates have happened before. North Korea also has a history of testing the response of new US presidents. Donald Trump, meeting Japan's Prime Minister, kept his response very brief.
I just want everybody to understand and fully know that the United States of America stands behind Japan, its great ally, 100%. Thank you.
It was a more muted response from President Trump than he gave to the New Year message of Kim Jong-un, in which he said North Korea was almost ready to carry out an intercontinental ballistic missile test. Trump tweeted flatly that it wouldn't happen, without specifying how he'd stop it. North Korea has already carried out ground tests of a new long-range engine and a re-entry vehicle. A full test of a complete missile would be a much stronger challenge to President Trump and regional neighbors worried about how a US response would play out. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Seoul.
Recapping the top stories, government launches anniversary week of activities with church service. Police commissioner condemns opposition member for statement at crime symposium, and former Carnival queen hosts pre-Valentine's luncheon at the Carden home. And that's it for the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jason Davis.